Hi guys, welcome back to our lesson. So now we are in our last segment, right? So here we're going to look at one more question that has to do with all these theorems that we have applied. So you need to make sure that you are clear, guys. When I ask you, or when a question asks you to find a value maybe in terms of something, it simply tells you that the answer does not necessarily have to be that something. It can be in terms of it, right? So that's something I want you to think about as we are going to this question, because there's where we're going to be talking about that. And I need you to please be clear on that. But let's just look at the question. So the question says, O is the center of a bigger circle, all right? Make that circle bigger, right? There's a bigger circle and a smaller circle. And then O is the center of the bigger circle, and also it lies on the circumference of the smaller circle. We also know that OW VU, I'm glad that U comes after, because then it will be weird to pronounce it. And then a point on the circumference of the smaller circle. TSVU are points on the circumference of the bigger circle. It's just to tell us that the cyclic quads that we can think about. Please remember, I've been saying that. Now, if we look at our diagram, what do we know here? We know that since this is the center, this will be an angle at the circumference, which is half the angle at the center, because they are subtended by the same chord. You see, so already I know something. That tells me this is x, right? If that is x, it tells me S1 is also x, and then I can find other nice angles on this. But for now, let's look at exactly what do they want us to do and use these things for. The first question wants us to name the 4 other angles that are equals to x, and we give reasons why they are equals to x. So the first one I already said was V3, right? V3 will be equals to x, and this will be angle at center 2 times angle at circumference, right? I know you guys can complete that. Then based on us knowing V3 to be x, it then also makes S1 to also be equals to x, and this will be angles on same segment, right? Same segment, meaning they're subtended by the same chord. Some people use those terms. And then also, if S1 is equals to x and V3 is x, in the smaller triangle, we know that V3 will be equals to W1 because it's angles on the same segment as well, right? So it will be W1 as well, which is equals to x, and the reason will also be angles on same segment. Same segment. Now I need one more angle because they said we need 4 of these angles, right? So what do we know? We know that if I have V3 as x, W1 as x, S1 as x as well, then I must try and link all of these to the other shapes maybe, so that I can find this angle here. So what this will then be, because I'm just quickly trying to see where this will be. So since that is x, and that is x, and I know these are same segment as well, and this one and that one are also same segment, but they don't tell me anything about x. Therefore, based on that, we can then just say O1, we know that it is equals to V3 and the whole of U, right? Because it's an exterior angle of a triangle. So that simply makes angle U to also be equals to x, and your reason will just be exterior angle of triangle. Now I'm going to specifically say which triangle so that you are clear, right? OVU. And that's what you will need to do. Just to show you how it became x, it's because you will say that O1 is equals to V3 plus U, right? O1 is 2x, V3 is x plus U, and then you solve for U. You can see it will be 2x minus x. So this is just how we found x, not necessarily that I'm saying you must make it part of your working out. Some people can, rather they prefer to do it so that they can see it. It's really up to you. At the end, I want 1, 2, 3, 4 angles to be equals to x with their reasons, not equals to something in terms of. But now they want us to prove that WS is equals to WV, right? WS is equals to WV. What they are actually asking us to prove, which is RTP, I will say required to prove, is that S2 is equals to V1. That's what they are actually asking you to do. Not that they want you to prove the lines are equal. No, that's a conclusion you're gonna draw after proving what I'm saying they are requiring us to actually prove. Now, what do I know so far? I know that S1 plus S2 is equals to 90 degrees, right? And my reason for this will be angle in a semicircle, right? Semicircle, because by the way, in the bigger triangle, in the bigger circle, TV is actually the diameter, right, of that particular shape. So S1 plus that will be 90, but I know S1 to be X, right, because we found it from the previous one. So this will be S2 is equals to 90 degrees minus X. So it means I must find V1 to be 90 degrees minus X in that particular triangle. So what do I know about V1? I know that I can try and say V1 here, if I want to try and find it using the value of W3, right? Because W3, we can find it based on this angle here, which is O2, right? So I will then say I know that W3 plus, right, S2 plus V1 must be equals to 180 degrees. And this will be sum of angles in a triangle. W3 will always be, because this is O2 is 180 degrees minus 2x, and W2 will be equals to that. It makes W3 to be equals to 2x, do you see? Because it will be 180 minus that, so it will just be positive 2x. So this will be 2x plus S2, which will be 90 degrees minus x, plus V1, and this is equals to 180 degrees. So 2x minus x is positive x, 180 minus 90 will be 90, so V1 will be equals to 90 degrees minus x. So do you see, now I've proven what I told you that they are actually wanting us to prove. Therefore, I will then say WS is equals to WV, and my reason for this will be sides opposite equal angles. Sides opposite equal angles. And then the last question that we actually would need to do here, just so that, because I think I took it out, will be the one where we actually find the value of W2 in terms of x, which I think we might have skipped. I actually did take it out. So you actually would find W2. That's actually a question, but I did it as part of the working out. That's where the 2x comes from. So please make sure you are clear on that. So guys, all of what I've done is just to apply what you guys already know. So just make sure, one, you mark what you are given, you go back to the diagram and mark what is known based on what you are given, and then attempt the questions. Guys, that's all from me. I hope you managed to enjoy and learn something and revise as well with me. But from me to you, remember, mathematics is food for the soul. Until next time.